If you're a fan of classical literature, you might have read this book or even heard about this one, which is about a guy who picks a fight even though he knows he's going to lose that fight and insults the people who are actually nicer to him, crawls back into his underground world and feels superior about everything he does in his life. If you can correlate with this to most of the people you have seen in internet this week, then congratulations, you have already understood more than what different college syllabus is going to tell you about this masterpiece, Notes from Underground by Fyodor Dostoevsky, all the way from 1864. Now, in today's video, we are going to cover what Notes from Underground is actually about and why it is relevant in today's world as well. Now, for those who haven't read this book is basically divided into two parts. And in the first part, which is about an unknown narrator's rant about himself, he is talking about his own superiority, intelligence, and his true nature, actually, in theory. And in the second part of this book, there is this situation which is given by the same narrator, in which he is actually doing the things he talks about in his first part of the book. Okay, in the modern world, you might have known about those kind of people who are actually arguing on certain things, not because they are excellent about it and they are 100% sure about what they are talking about, but because surrendering to somebody is equivalent to them to accepting their ideas easily. I know this sounds very familiar. The basically psychology behind most of the internet contrarian, the well, actually, guys, and the person who will die on a hill that nobody told them to defend, not because they believe in it strongly, but because disagreeing is more safer than being seen as wanting connection. Dostoevsky, in this regard, actually have diagnosed something that we are facing right now and have given name to it as well: the self-sabotage for self-protection. And that is basically being unlikable on purpose, so that if people don't like you, at least you choose to be unlikable. Now, here is this part that I think hits hardest if you have ever spiraled into 2 a.m. thoughts, overanalyzing about just a text message somebody sent you. Now, the underground man is too self aware. He does not only feel bad, he judges himself for feeling bad, he narrates about it, he judges his own narration, and he ultimately judges himself for judging himself. This is recursion, it never lands anywhere. This loop is basically the overthinking and doom scrolling as well, before even the phone existed. It's the modern experience of overthinking something until the original feeling is getting layered by six different layer of meta commentary about that feeling. So Dostoevsky is showing us that intelligence is not something always getting you out of that thinking spiral, but is the cause in itself to push you into that spiral of thinking. Now, there is this scene that I think about every time I think about the Notes from Underground. This underground man, he invites himself somewhere in where he's not exactly wanted. He spends the whole time humiliated and anxious, insults everyone, and he can't leave as well. He just keep making it worse, because leaving would mean admitting defeat to the person that he thinks are not superior to himself. Tell me, that's not the most relatable anxiety spiral in the classical literature. It's the why did I say that feeling stretched into an entire chapter. And what's brutal about Dostoevsky is that he is not letting himself go off with the hook of sympathy. He shows you exactly how the underground man's own pride is the thing making everything worse than before. So, why does this case study of 19th century Russian isolation still lands in 2026? It's because technology have changed, but human psychology have merely changed. We have just new stages for the same psychological behavior, new places to sow the contrarian for the sake of it, new ways to overthink in public, new version of that dinner party where we can't stop making it worse. So, Dostoevsky was not writing a science fiction. He was basically predicting a personality behavior type that the internet would eventually give. And that's why I think this book is more relevant in this modern time than the time that the Dostoevsky wrote it. So here's my question for you. Do you think Underground Man is sympathetic or he's just insufferable? I go back and forth every time I reread it. Drop your take in the comment section. I want to see if this book splits people in the way I think about this one. So if you like this kind of video, I am definitely going to upload more of this kind, and let me know in the comment section how do you think about this one. Did you have good time with me? If you have, then hit like, share and subscribe so that I will be motivated to bring more of this kind of content.